Hello and welcome to SC Custom Designs. I want to welcome you into my wood shop. It's a wonderful sunny Saturday morning here in upstate New York, and it's still bitter cold, one of the coldest winters we've had in quite a while. Welcome to my wood shop where we love wood. This is a piece of a branch, believe it or not, that's from across the street that was cut down. I did an episode on cutting that with a handsaw, an old style handsaw. So if you've never made a sign before like this is extremely handsome, very, very beautiful. I had help with this. I had help with my daughter Elizabeth, who is a graphics designer for the state of New York. And you could see the piece is down here, and we have some paper pressed on that. So essentially, and I let Elizabeth drive the design on this because she's really very good. She's very picky and very particular at what she does with her craft. So at any rate, high level, really, what you need is the letters. And how do you transfer the letters? Well, you print them out on a printer, and it's going to matter if it's inkjet or if it's toner that comes out of your normal copier like that. Most home printers are inkjets, aren't they? This is not inkjet, the printout. So it was definitely toner. So that's important to think about. And then once you print it out, you have to lay it out onto the board. Now this board here came from down in Windham, New York. A good friend of mine, Ange, he gave me some really nice planks. I have several of them sitting in my wood shop, and this one here really spoke to me. Look how handsome it is. We go across the top. We got that live edge going on there, and it really, really speaks to me. And that's what I love about woodworking is the wood speaks to us. So at any rate, you got that. We went that far. Now you have to transfer the toner onto the wood, and what we decided to go with, and there were 5 different ways I researched, but I went with the acetone. All right, very nasty chemical. Don't get that into the drain system or on just be very careful with it. So essentially, why don't we let Elizabeth explain it? Actually, let's see here. What a novel idea. Let me turn off my little heater here. It is down here. I encourage you all in your wood shops to get a humidity monitor. It's got 39%, so the levels are very low, and 45 degrees. Let's go ahead and listen just a little bit.
And it's printed in reverse. So basically what we're doing here is we're going to transfer it with the acetone. And once that's complete, I can go and wood burn along these lines that have been produced on the board. So right now we have it pretty much laid out. We wanted to keep all the natural imperfections in the wood as much as possible. So that was a little bit tricky. So now that everything is in place, we can transfer the stencil.
Well, can I ask you, what was used to print this? Is this inkjet or is this toner? Or?
Yep, this is toner.
Okay.
So that'll make a big difference with this.
Okay.
All right, so I encourage you to look up that episode. It's part 1, making of SC Custom Design sign. Okay, so please look that up. Somehow I unpaused it. I'm kind of glad I did.
A little bit.
I don't know if it's the coldness on my... So at any rate, look up that episode. You heard her basically explain a little bit what I was recalling. Now, when I don't remember, it's been such a long ago. Actually, it's been 11 months ago. Seems like forever ago that Lizzie came and did this for me. But the very tricky part, as far as I'm concerned, is then when you take the burner, right, and you start tracing out the letters that were transferred. With me, I would follow the grain inadvertently. I'd follow it and get off the mark. And that's when I was telling you, if you don't possess those skill sets, and I'm saying to you, I don't possess the patience, so therefore I don't possess the skill sets to do that type of thing. So I really take my hat off to graphics designers and the things that they do. They are definitely talented and earned their rights. So at any rate, that's just a little episode here on a Saturday morning down here in the wood shop. That was 11 months ago. Here we are in 2019, and we got our second set here, 333-piece set from Garrett Wade, because the first one was compromised. But I divert. I'm going to go ahead and do a little clip for that and put it in the end of a video I just made. So thanks for coming into my shop. We did clean up. There were some of my subscribers were saying, you need to clean up your wood shop, and so I did. It's very important to have a nice clean and certainly tumble-free atmosphere, on the ground there. And for the most part, there you go. So thanks for coming into my wood shop. We always love to have you. Consider subscribing to my channel. We do all kinds of things here. Like I made this cherry table here. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. For a customer. It was very tricky. I took an existing pieces of wood with very little room for error. In other words, the kerf of a blade would throw my measurements off. And that's how much material I didn't have. I had to be very careful. It was very challenging. I was just watching my screensaver up in the dining room where all the pieces were laid out, and I'm going to try to get that together just to show you. But we'll see what we can do here. Take care. Stay safe in the wood shop. Again, if you see blades, guards not on my tools, I encourage you to put your blades on your tools. And sometimes we take our blades guards off so you can see more of what we're doing. When I did an episode over there on the table saw of cutting hands free a piece because I had this piece of wood that basically I couldn't use my fence because it was very, very odd shape. So I did a freehand cut. I did get some criticism from some of my subscribers that's not safe, and I can't watch your videos. I can't support your channel. And what I encourage you is that you do not do it if you do not feel comfortable doing that. I felt very comfortable doing that. I've been working around these tools for, many years. Starting out in Eretz Israel in Israel. I lived there, and that's where I learned how to start working with wood. We used hand tools and stuff like this. But at any rate, I respect your comments, and we get back to your comments, by the way. So please leave your questions, comments, suggestions, and that other C word, complaints, and we'll try to address them. So thanks again for coming into my shop. We really appreciate it. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun.